Good day, everyone. Pase Baller here. We are now in the third game for today, October 30th, 2023. We have another Eastern Conference battle. This one is between Brooklyn Nets and Charlotte Hornets. That'll happen at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, so that's going to be 7 o'clock a.m. here in Manila. I am just inviting everyone who have not subscribed yet to our YouTube account or YouTube channel, Pasay Baller. Please click on the subscribe button below. At the same time, hit on that bell logo. That way, automatically, you guys will be receiving notifications whenever new videos are uploaded. By the way, as we all know, we actually provide free predictions or free picks right here in our YouTube channel. But for those who would want to avail our premium picks or premium package, you can just actually reach us through Messenger, Telegram, Instagram. We even have a Viber account right there. Just check out the descriptions of our videos to check on the details. All right. All right. So let's talk about this matchup. Brooklyn Nets versus Charlotte Hornets. Charlotte Hornets approaching this game. They have a 1-1 record, while Brooklyn Nets they are at 0-2. By the way, the spread that is given is at minus 0.5. That's how close. That's how close the matchup is. It started with -2. Given to Brooklyn Nets, it became -1, and now it became minus 0.5. So let's just forget about the spread. Let's just do money line, okay? Charlotte Hornets, they would have the home court advantage in terms of momentum. Both are coming off losses, but at least Charlotte Hornets already got a taste of a win. So I'm going to say that the Charlotte Hornets would have a slight advantage in terms of momentum. Now, in terms of fatigue, both teams are actually coming off rest, so we can just skip that part. And let's just go ahead and take a look at the availability and health for both teams. For Brooklyn Nets, Cam Johnson and Nick Claxton are still both out. So those two are actually huge losses for Brooklyn Nets. I mean, we all know Nick Claxton. What he can bring in the table, the defense and the rebounding. He can also score as well. He's a dunker. Just waiting for the dunkers, just waiting in the dunker's position, waiting for those drop passes, waiting for those rebounds. And Cam Johnson, he can actually shoot in the corners. He can actually, if he wants to, he can also make baskets on his own. So those two are quite big losses for Brooklyn Nets. Now for Charlotte Hornets, I see 4 players still out, but they have been out since the start of the season, I guess. Bouknight, Bridges, Martin, and Tilikina. So 4 players are still out for Charlotte Hornets. I would have to give the advantage in here to Brooklyn Nets because, again, they only have 2 players out. Still, 2 players. That's quite manageable as compared to 4 because you'll never know what's going to happen inside the game, right? Okay. So what do we have here? Charlotte Hornets. Hold up. All right, here we go. So Charlotte Hornets, they actually won their first game, and then they lost against Detroit Pistons, right? Now, when they lost against Detroit Pistons, it's not like, I guess I said this in the other video. They lost against the Detroit Pistons, who are now looking good. Detroit Pistons, they are bullying Brandon. They were bullying Brandon Miller around. They are dominating the rebounds, and they are actually taking advantage of those turnovers and those open shots. They are looking good. Then Detroit Pistons, I guess they have a record of 2 wins and 1 loss right now. So it wasn't like a bad loss for me. For Charlotte Hornets, they tried to stick around. Now for Brooklyn Nets, those 2 losses that they had, those were actually, how do I say this? Those are actually not bad losses as well. They were there. They had their chances. So that's how close this matchup is. It's almost a toss coin, to be honest. This one's very tough. Again, this one's very tough, but let's just do the money line, okay? And let's just go ahead and side with the Charlotte Hornets. They are at home, and whenever whenever a matchup is so close, let's just go ahead and stick with stick with the one who is at home. And again, Brandon Miller, he is not carrying the team right now. because it's too early. But Brandon Miller's not actually afraid of the challenges. You can actually take a look at his previous games. He's not afraid of the opportunities. He's not afraid of the challenges and the bullying of the other veterans. So he would be there. And I really appreciate still Rozier's aggressiveness. He understands that he can actually score. And not only that, if he does that consistently, they would be able to confuse the defense. And that will actually open up opportunities and options for their shooters and for their bigs. So I feel like Charlotte Hornets would have the better chance in here, mainly because they are at home. They would be getting the support, and if ever this one goes down the wire, the one who is at home would have the advantage. So my pick on this one would be Charlotte Hornets money line. Again, that's Hornets money line. Peace out, Pasay love, and God bless.